Chase Chrisley looks bad. I mean, he really looks sick and unhealthy these days. I hope he's getting the professional help that it seems he needs. This is a lot. He claims to be sober, but sober is not what he is looking and sounding like in this interview that his friend Rondell, do y'all remember Rondell, Chase's friend that used to be in the early seasons of Chrisley Knows Best? We remember Rondell. Okay, well, apparently Rondell has got a YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below this video. We're going to react to a few clips from it, but first let's react and read through the comments. I adore the Chrisley family. Concerned for what I'm seeing here. Grew up with my mother having that look in her eye. It is unmistakable. Praying for you, Chase. May God protect you and guide you to your greatness. Another writes, everyone is saying he's sober, but this doesn't look sober to me. He may not be drinking, but there's definitely something that has him looking clocked out. The space cadet look on his face. He's swaying in his slurred speech, not like any Chase I've ever seen. Sad. Chase seems intoxicated. I sure hope not. I'm praying that now that his mom and dad are home, he can regroup and all get family therapy. He's been through a difficult time and needs to find a new normal. From a month ago, he's lost weight and looks drugged up. Something is definitely off with him. He's on something, prescription or otherwise. Yes, the light is very dim and Chase's pupils are constricted, pinpoint. So he is definitely on medication and looks heartbroken. May God keep him and bring healing. Chase looks different. He looks like he's on some sort of medication. I always liked Chase and thought he had a good heart. Chase, get yourself well and get together with your family who can help you if you are struggling. Hope you will be on the new show. Take care of yourself. Chase, what happened to you? Are you sick and haven't announced it yet? You are such an amazing, handsome young man, but this weight loss is not good. What is going on? Prayers for you, Chase. By the way, if you hadn't already noticed, I'm recording this from outside and the birds and the bugs have decided to show up and show out. Apparently, they had some reactions as well. As someone in long-term recovery, something isn't right here. Hope he finds the help he needs. Everyone congratulating him. He is not sober here. His mannerisms. The only reason people are congratulating him is because he claims in this interview he's sober. But y'all, actions speak louder than words, okay? We could hear through the slurred speech. We know what's going on. Sorry commenting as I'm listening. No way, absolutely no way he's okay. Whoever's interviewing Chase, people who care about Chase need to keep him far away from this guy. He is a gaslighter and doesn't give a shit about Chase. Like I said, I got some clips from this interview, and this is recent, like just posted a few days ago. And I mean, you can come up with your own assumptions, speculation, thoughts, and opinions here. We're all human. We're all adults here. Well, we should be adults, right? So let's take a watch and take a listen.
No, it was rough, man. It was, but now looking back on it, I thank God for the lessons that I've learned, like from them being away. Because I mean, you and I talked about it,
Yeah.
and I don't think that if they would have went away, like I would have learned how to stand on my own 2 feet,
For sure.
be a man, and like I give all the glory to God. I mean, like. I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now as far as businesses and success.
Yeah.
And overall, I think I'm a better human being because of that.
For sure.
And you know, like the Bible says, like God will put his strongest soldiers through the, I don't know exactly what it says. I don't know exactly what it says, but you know, like God is not gonna give up on you.
Nah.
We just had to ride it through, and I'm very grateful. But yeah, I tried to find the positives that came out of it,
For
and
sure.
the positives that came out of it were I would have never like gotten my stuff together, you know. And
Sure.
I think you know. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've seen the change
For sure, 100%,
So,
100%.
what do you think? How do you think that I've changed?
If that don't set the tone for what you're in for, I don't know what clip will, because I'm going to tell you something. Okay, here's just a brief summary and rundown of what you're about to hear. Chase repeatedly talks about how successful he is and the multiple businesses he runs. Then he also throws God in, but it's really weird when you're slurring your speech and you're like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. God gets all the glory. Like, I can't get behind that. I cannot get behind that. But let's carry on.
Like the Bureau of Prisons and the prison system and how broken it is. It's not that we wouldn't have cared. We wouldn't have had the knowledge on it.
True.
Now that we do know how it works and how dirty and corrupt it is, and see how these men are being treated, specifically African American men, it's not right.
Yeah.
And we are blessed with a platform. If we don't speak up and use our platform to help people, I don't care if you're black, white, every color of the rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't care. Nobody should be treated like that.
True.
But especially the African American men, like, it's unbelievable. It's disgusting. And now we're in my dad's home. We have the voice, and we're going to change it.
Oh, I also forgot. He talks a lot about African American people and the African American race, and we get the storyline and the narrative you're pushing, because immediately after you say it, you're like, it's like a trained person. You know, you're trained to say, like, you've got to push this narrative, but then he forgets everything else. I think he honestly forgot he was being recorded live. Dude, like, what is going on here? But the dude, Rondell, that is interviewing is African American, so I'm thinking that's why he's pushing that. He wants his audience. You know what I'm saying. Okay, you know how I always say actions speak louder than words, and I want you to pay attention to people's actions? These people have said since Todd and Julie got out, which, by the way, was almost 2 months ago, we're going to help people. We're going to help the broken prison system. That's what we're going to do. We have the platform. It's been 2 months looking at my watch and ain't seen you said or do not one thing. You said it a few times, but you ain't done nothing proactive. That speaks volumes to me. It really does. It really does.
There was so much talk when your parents were going through their sentencing and, you know, going through their whole thing. And everybody was saying, oh, they did it. Oh, no, they really embezzled this. If you can give the true story. Well, if you can give the true story to what actually happened and didn't happen, or whatever the case may be, so these people can understand what they don't know.
Well, I mean, you can educate yourself. You can go look it up and read the entire transcripts. There was no evidence.
Yeah.
Like, they had fake emails that were created by my dad's business partner.
Mm-hmm.
They had people that worked at the company that said they helped him and admitted to it.
Yeah.
He admitted to it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's just... I mean, people have their opinions. I know who my parents are.
100%. I do too.
Yeah. And, like, my dad and my mom both would give the shirt off their back to anybody.
For sure.
They will help anybody. So, I mean, for the people that say they stole it, they didn't need to steal it.
No.
Like, my dad had a very successful company. Like, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, God works in mysterious ways. And thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah. I commend you on sobriety. You're sober, which I love, because I'm sober. I've been sober for a year. I don't know how long you've been sober, but I know we've had many talks on the phone, and we both have gone through our battles with addiction together, in a sense, to where I've called you depressed and upset and mad, and you know what I mean? So how is sobriety life now? What does it feel like to be sober, and what can we look forward to from Chase now that you are sober?
Yeah, I mean, alcohol is just very tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. I think, I mean, obviously, I've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun.
100%.
I mean, I think makes the highs higher, but it makes the lows lower, and
low.
it creates new lows. And I kind of got to a point where I realized like it just wasn't serving me, and it was holding me back. It was holding me back from accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. It was holding me back from like. It was holding me back from being the person that I knew I was, and being the person in a relationship, being the partner like that I wanted to be. I mean, you know, alcohol, if you're drinking and things are going bad, it affects everybody around you, and it affects your loved ones. And honestly, I got to a point where I was disappointed in myself for making the people that love me the most go through pain, because I wasn't intentionally I wasn't trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I've never done anything to try to hurt anybody
For
intentionally,
sure.
but like I could see it, and I finally saw it, and I was like, okay, it's time.
Yeah, and it feels good, doesn't it?
It's a it's a total 180.
It's a super 180.
Yeah,
man. It's
a total 180. I mean, the man I am today, the human being I am today.
Yeah.
I mean, and the businessman I am today. Like, I mean, all the stuff I'm working on, I would have never been able to do that while drinking like
True.
that.
Dude might not be drinking, but you clearly on some kind of mind-altering medication. You get what I'm saying? You know. I mean, you might not be drinking alcohol, but you're doing something, okay? And that ain't sober. So let's not get it twisted.
Being sober, you're sober for how long? What is it, a couple months now?
Like 5.
5 months. I've been sober for a year. We've been sober to get together right now, which is crazy, because I know people probably used to see us and be like, oh, these motherfuckers are crazy. They're wild. How does it feel now that you are finally, you're done? It's you no longer have that urge that, well, maybe you do. I don't know.
I don't know. I never really had the urge.
Okay.
I was just like, hey, look, let's go have a good time. But I just like push. I mean, you know me. I'm like this with everything. Like, I go 100% at everything I do.
For sure.
Unfortunately, I went 100% at drinking.
So, now with your sobriety, man.
So a funny story. I was out at my country club, the one that I took you to, and I ran into one of my buddies, John.
Okay.
John Daly.
Yeah,
you know him.
yeah.
Yeah, John Daly. He was like, come on, have a beer with me. I was like, man, I hung it up. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, like several months ago. And he was like, well, buddy, I'm proud of you. He said, you're good at a lot of things, but you're not good at drinking. I was like, I have to agree.
Now, does it feel weird when people, now when you're out, it's like, and people don't see you drinking? Like, because people used to...
I don't really want to be out.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I think you know that. By
Yeah,
now.
well...
I mean, like, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, going back to, like, what we went through with my parents, like, it kind of, like, made me a recluse.
I got you. Yeah.
As long as I've got God on my side, there's nothing I cannot do.
For sure.
I'm not going to ever quit.
No.
So, I mean, once I made the decision to quit, everything turned around.
For sure.
Everything turned around. And, like, as far as businesses, like, you know, like, I've got Gold Drop, my non-alcoholic seltzer, that's launching July 1st.
Shout out.
Yeah, we actually, that's why I'm here. We went and did the tasting. It's absolutely incredible.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Now, when does that drop again?
July 1st.
July 1st.
I wanted to do something to give somebody that wants to go and socialize and still hang out, but they just don't want to drink. Like, they have something cool that looks good, like it's a sexy can, and they can sip on that, and they don't have the repercussions of what comes with alcohol. So,
which is a ton. And you also have a roofing business.
I do.
Now,
I know that was out of left field.
Out of a super left field. Well, here's the thing, man. It
but
comes.
you know, I'm like, if it makes money, I'm like, here.
It boils down to this, I think, when people see certain celebrities and certain people of certain statures, and they don't see them in this working light, to where it's like, oh, this person's they almost think this person fell off because they have a roofing business, or they almost think this person fell off because they working over here. You know what I mean? And which is crazy in a sense, because famous and people have
you fall off because you're a hustler.
Yeah, so it's crazy that people think like that. But you have a roofing business.
Yes.
And how was that? And what made you even want to go into? Because you were doing real estate at one point, and so what made you?
I'm still doing that.
Still doing real estate. Yeah. Okay. So what made you go into roofing business? I guess they go hand in hand, essentially.
Well, yeah. I mean,
sell a house, sell a roof.
Yeah. I got into it with a buddy of mine, and it just made sense.
Yeah.
Like, it made sense on paper, and I truly believe, like, there's a lot of room to grow with that company.
For sure.
And not only that, like we're not out, like, trying to, like, knock your door and, like, say, hey, you need to buy a roof.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what we do. Like, what we do is, if there's a storm, like, which, you know, Nashville gets a bunch of them.
True.
Like hail, tornadoes, wind, like, that does affect your roof in some way.
True.
And if it's bad enough, like, your insurance company has to replace it.
Yes.
Or fix it.
Yeah.
So, what the turning point for me was to actually convince me to do it was, like, there's a family that I know in Nashville, and a storm came through, hail destroyed, like, their roof. It was leaking and, like, all this, and all these roofers wanted to go in and, like, charge them all this money.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
So we want to help as many people get their property assessed and also get their property fixed by insurance, because that is what the insurance company is supposed to do.
For sure.
If you're paying your premiums and you're paying your payments, that's their job to cover you. And I think a lot of people get, like, screwed over, and we want to help them.
Look, now this is getting out of hand. This is too weird, okay? I'm over here not running a roofing company, and I can explain to you better. He runs a roofing company, and he don't get up there on the roof. He has a crew that he tells what to do, or he might okay things. He might not actually be on the job site, but they basically contract their work out through insurance companies, clearly. But he's trying to explain and go into too much detail, so it ain't even believable. When somebody goes into way too much detail and you get lost in the detail, you need to pay attention, okay? Dude, you run a roofing company. We're all adults here. We know what that is. I mean, we know what it entails. You run a roofing business, you work through and you subcontract, you work through insurance company. But the narrative is we're a good family, so we help people. What we do is when a storm comes through, we help them. You still take the damn money, whether it be from the person or the insurance company. So let's not get out here and pretend like you volunteering, child. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
Can't find your. I think a lot of people find, like, their self-value and self-worth in money.
That's
just. I used to do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not. It's not how it is anymore.
I love that. I love that you changed your mindset on that, man, which is super.
God changed my mindset.
Okay, I love that. I mean, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Now
I let the money own me.
You let the money what?
The money owned me.
Yes. And now
I
own the money. You still love money, but you don't.
No. I really, really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though, and I don't mean that, like, in an arrogant way, or like a, you know what I mean, like a cocky way or anything like that. Like, I just, like, cause I'm still trying to get it.
100%.
Like, and I hope I can motivate somebody to want to get it with me. Like,
For
if
sure.
you want to come sell a roof, I'll go sell a roof with you.
OMG. Really? What is going on here, and why are we sitting here watching this? Why hasn't Todd Chrisley intervened yet?
I would do unnecessary things.
Yeah. To get to the.
No, like just to like with money. That,
Yeah.
Like that just weren't necessary, and now it's like it's not. I just don't feel like I need to do it anymore.
I love that.
Like now I donate to the church.
Yeah, that's dope.
No, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now you got these two ventures, man. Gold Drop and you have your roofing company.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw on the internet you're filming again,
We are.
which is super dope.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have just wrapped up for the first season of the show.
Yeah.
Is it going to be called Chrisley Knows Best?
No.
No. So it's a whole different name of the show.
It should be called Chrisley Knows Better.
Chrisley.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What can we expect from this version of the Chrisleys versus the Chrisley Knows Best version of the Chrisleys?
Well, Chrisley Knows Best was essentially a scripted sitcom.
Oh man, you going
Second season ain't gonna be sad though.
second? So the second, have y'all started filming for the second season?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Now I was gonna, I
can't talk about that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it a way to where you can say something about it.
See how TV works? Do you see? Dude just spilled the tea, and then he was like, "I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it." Well, you just talked about it. You said season 2 won't be, and then he's like, "So y'all are filming?" He's like, "No, I can't talk about it."
Thing I thought of, I have a few family members that went to prison, and they get out and they're some of them are reformed, some of them aren't, some of them are changed, some of them aren't. Did your dad come out like a hard ass when he came out? Did he?
My dad's been a hard ass his whole life.
Did he come out like, yeah, I'm OGT over here? You know what I mean?
Dude, like on a serious note, my dad came out a much more compassionate man.
Oh wow.
Much more.
I love that.
A much more compassionate man, a much more humble man. But my dad's always been compassionate and caring and like generous and stuff like that. But like my dad genuinely cares about these people that are being mistreated.
Mm-hmm.
Like it breaks his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he stood up to one of the like guards.
Oh yeah.
That was treating and one of the African American inmates poorly.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear Chase at the beginning talking about we're going to help people who have been affected by prison? I've never known anybody that's been in prison. We haven't had any experience with anybody in prison. Yet you had this dude, Rondell, interviewing you. You claimed to be best friends with him, and he was actually on early seasons of the show. And he sat there in this chair and just now on the microphone said he's got family members that's been affected. Interesting.
And I mean, you're a black man. Like, racism is it's insane.
It is.
It's insane. I haven't had to go through the things and have the challenges that you've had to
For
have.
sure, 100%.
Like, and I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that we could just fix it.
Yeah. Just doesn't work like that, which sucks.
I don't. Man, it's hard to put it into words.
Yeah. And go back to your dad and mom's case. There's a lot of speculation about Lindsay, your older sister, and Kyle, your older brother, about possibly having something to do with actually sending your parents to prison. Is there any truth to that matter? Reading in, their outputs and stuff online, they posted and things. To them, they didn't do anything. They had nothing to do with any of that. What happened with your parents? So,
like, as far as working against us with the government,
working with the government, making sure you
100% they did.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Did they actually come out and say that they did not do?
Well, it wasn't necessarily they actually came out, but it was a lot of stuff online of maybe they posted or interviews they've done.
Yes, they did, and yet yes.
100%.
100%.
Wow.
Yes, the FBI letter that I'm not even gonna say her name, but that she wrote was read in court, and she was sitting next to me.
Dang. And your brother worked with him as well.
Yes, and it's heartbreaking.
So I'm guessing there's no relationship there with both of them in the family, or
I can't speak for my whole family, but I know how my dad raised us to, when people tell you who they are, listen. When they show you who they are, believe them. And that, what we have had to go through, it was a lot of pain, it was a lot of trauma, and I'm never going to put myself in that position again and to be hurt. So I do not have a relationship with either one of them. I wish them nothing but the best. But no.
a bit. I didn't ask about the person that he worked with. Talked about him briefly. You said a little bit something about the person, his business partner, briefly. There was so much shit in the media about his business partner. They were messing with each other. They were this. They were that. There was so much stuff.
Which I mean, and I know people on the internet are gonna say what they want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
You've been around my dad.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic. Like I want everybody to be who they are,
For sure.
and who the version of them that makes them happy. But have you ever gotten a gay vibe from my dad?
No.
Like,
Your dad's cool people.
Well, this has went downhill real fast. You ain't got to be a homophobe, and you ain't got to be a, pride wearing whatever to know that Todd Chrisley has give off so many gay vibes. It is unreal. Like, do what now? Todd Chrisley is more of a woman than Julie is. Do what now? Like, he has more feminism in his body than any bougie woman I've ever come in contact with. Todd Chrisley has give off many gay vibes to everybody across the world. Like, dude is... Chase's face is what mine is right now. Like, dude, come on. Remember, I will link Rondell's channel in the description below this video. Go support Rondell. Go check him out, because clearly Chase ain't helping him out, giving him a platform, because I see Rondell ain't got that many subscribers on his platform, on his YouTube channel. Savannah over here soaring on her. I don't hear y'all shouting out Rondell's channel. Why is that? Because he's African American? Like, I'm serious. They out here claiming they ain't racist, they ain't homophobes, they ain't this, they ain't that. God bless them, and I ain't buying it, okay? I'm just saying, Chase ain't sober, and I ain't buying the BS. And there's that. Don't forget to like and share this video. Share the expose, if you will. In all seriousness, I hope Chase clearly gets the help he needs, because he clearly needs some help. I mean, dude ain't okay. You might be sober from the alcohol, but you ain't sober from everything, so don't get it twisted. And I think that's obvious to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that is out there listening and watching to this mess of a train wreck. I don't even know what else to say about it, but like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.